Well, hello, Crossing Church. Thank you so much for being here. So, in August, we do things a little bit differently. On campus, we're doing a series called At the Movies, where we are showing scenes from a popular movie, and then the pastor talks about what are the biblical truths and what are the things that we can learn about our lives from this movie. Here on YouTube, we cannot show you the movie, but we can talk about it. And one of the reasons we do this is Jesus taught through stories. We call them parables. And so, sure, maybe they're just movies, but they're also stories that can help us understand things in a new way. So, hello, my name is Nicole.
And I'm James.
We're going to have a conversation today about a movie that we chose for lots of reasons. It is hilarious.
Yes.
It has lots of good themes. It teaches us about sacrifice and teamwork and friendship.
Yes.
And sometimes when you see a movie like this, you only remember the funny parts or the cute parts, but this movie is profound in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And so if you go back and watch it again, you will see. This movie is the first Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie has everything, and it is so much fun. So I don't know, why do you love this movie? Why did we choose this?
I love this movie so much. I'm a big Marvel guy, but this is like top Marvel movie for me, just in general. I mean, you just have so many different themes here that are going on. Of course, there's a humor, it's hilarious, but you have like this cast of misfit characters. Like people that have kind of even been like rejected by different teams, people that have kind of like not really fit in. They kind of all have problems.
Yes.
Like both like internally, they're dealing with different things, even externally, you have people that are trying to like hurt them. And so you just have all of these different people coming to like these group of people coming together to accomplish something great.
Yeah.
And they realize like, oh, wait a minute, like together, like we're actually a lot more stronger than we were separate. And then you see their willingness to sacrifice and to do really amazing things. And there's so many scenes where they're like, yeah, they're actually risking their lives for each other, for some people that they kind of just met, but they're like, wait, you're the first people to actually like accept me and see me for who I am. So I think it's just so powerful in that way.
Oh, I love that. Goodness, when someone really knows you, and sure, they might tease you, or
Yes.
like, that's part of my love language, and just like sees you and really knows you and still really wants to love you and be your friend, there's really nothing better than really feeling like somebody knows you and still chooses you.
Yes.
Is the best. I think there's a lot going on in this movie for us to talk about, but some of it is the idea that like no matter what has happened in your past, no matter how many things are going on inside of you or outside of you, that there's newness available to you. I mean, especially as Christians, we think about things like, so 2 Corinthians 5:17 is one verse that it made me think of, which is, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here.
So good.
Like, yes, we can always reinvent ourselves, but there's a way more powerful version of that that's happening when we invite Jesus into our lives, that there really is this renewal that happens in our spirit, that as we allow God's spirit to partner with ours, there is just, the old is gone, the new is here, and God is renewing us from the inside out, and we start to be more confident, we start to be more loving, we start to really accept ourselves with lots of grace, and watching this movie through that lens, it's beautiful what they're able to do for each other.
Yeah.
And what we can have for ourselves. Which is why another one is John 13. A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. And, I mean, that's what this movie is about, is like, when you actually love other people really well, people notice, because it happens so infrequently that we can be loyal and trustworthy and loving.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I love it.
Yeah, I think for me, seeing that love with these characters, and like I feel like you could really see yourself in some of these characters, especially with some of the things that they're going through, the things that they're facing, and then they get hit with these little things of like, wait, is this love? Do people like me? It's almost like the way they react in some of these scenes, but because they've just never really experienced it before, and man, I think that's what's so awesome when you do come across that for the first time. And I think that's when John's writing this, like, man, like when we are experiencing like authentic love for each other, oh my gosh, like you just feel it. And then you're willing to do something to like stand up for your friends. Like, man, I wanna show up for this person. I wanna be able to love them because I feel it now.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like you mentioned, like just sometimes we can just not feel that way sometimes. And like it's so desperate that we are creating that for so many people.
Yeah. You just reminded me. So we film testimonies for The Crossing sometimes.
Yeah.
And I get to meet new people when we're on campus. We do this thing called Connect 5 where we announce it every week if you've ever been here on campus, where give us 5 minutes, we want to tell you 5 things about The Crossing. But really what we want is to meet you and get your name and tell you about this place so that you feel comfortable. And what people say over and over again is how at The Crossing, when they come on campus, it almost feels like they're arriving at a family party where everyone is happy to see them already.
Yes.
And like, you're already loved and accepted. And like,
So
however
good.
you got here, like, we're so happy you're here. Tell me about who you are. Like, I love being at a place where we get to give that to people and to each other all the time. It's just, I feel very lucky.
Yeah.
So for you, I know it's hard to choose, but
my goodness.
what's a couple scenes that you just love from this movie?
I think like the opening scene of this movie
The credits?
is so good because I think it just like sets the tone for like what you're going to expect. It's Chris Pratt and he has his headphones on and he's listening to he's just listening to like his music and he's jamming out, and then they like cross it over and you realize like there's no music actually playing. It's just like all in his headphones, but he's going all into it, and he grabs like the orb that's kind of like serving as the central part of the story that everyone's going afterwards, and he like introduces himself as like, I'm Star-Lord. And the character just goes, who? Like who are you? Like, you're just
nothing.
This nobody, essentially. But I think it just really sets the movie up so well of like, okay, you understand what they're going after. You understand that they're goofy. You understand that they're kind of like they're kind of just misfit people that are kind of just going through this life scene. So that is for sure one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, you mentioning the orb. When I was watching the scene where like you meet all of them and they're all fighting over the orb, it just made me realize like how often, what a good metaphor that is, because we're always like, no, there's this thing I need, and we compete against each other sometimes to like get that thing.
Yeah.
But that thing, we think it's gonna fix our lives, and it's not. It's always gonna cause more like chaos than solve. And yet, it's the thing that like brings them together.
Yes.
And as they learn to stop competing for it and actually work together, like that's how their relationships grow. And what a like gift for us to like stop competing over attention, stop competing over money, stop competing over whatever it is we think is going to make us happy, and actually learn to love each other in the midst of just being alive near each other. Like, I don't know, I love it so much. I think my favorite scene is probably the end, like the very end, when it takes all of them holding hands, working together to basically save the world.
Yeah.
Right? And that they have come from the place of we were competitors when we first met, and now we are teammates, willing to sacrifice everything for each other.
Yes.
That is for sure my favorite.
Yeah, and that scene's so powerful too, because so throughout the movie they keep saying like, oh, no one has ever been able to like hold that part of the orb. So when they're grabbing it, they don't really know what's gonna happen.
So true.
Like that just could be the end of them, and like, but they're willing to sacrifice for each other, and it's like I love that scene so much because it pans to each character making that decision. You know,
it's not reaching just out and deciding for themselves.
Like, this is my team, this is my family, and I'm willing to put everything on the line for them.
Yeah. Well, and the scene before it is also like the reason that they're willing to do it is because of the scene before it.
Oh yes, Groot. Of course, he makes himself into this ball, and you have Rocket who looks at him, and Rocket and Groot are like best friends, and Rocket's like, "Why are you doing this?" And Groot just says, "We are Groot." And the whole movie he just says, "I'm Groot.
I was gonna say,
I'm Groot."
All he has said the whole time is, "I am Groot.
I am Groot." And then for the first time he says, "We are Groot." And I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" And you just see this beautiful picture of just love and family and community for so many people that have felt just like they don't have that. And I think that I think you mentioned like that's the whole reason they're able to get to that point of like, I'm willing to lay down my life for these people because of what the love and the affection I've seen for myself from these individuals.
Man, it just makes me think about like the value in putting time into relationships. Like, it's so easy to be busy with stuff.
Yeah.
Or to, like, be with your friends, but not let yourself be vulnerable and not let yourself need anything.
Yeah.
But when you actually need something and you tell someone and they come through for you, that's a really important exercise that this movie demonstrates. It's like, I need help, and I'm going to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you help me. And we don't do that very often. That's really hard to do.
Yeah, no, I think it is really hard for us to do that. 'Cause in our minds, we're like, oh, I look so weak and like
Right. Or
frail.
like, I don't want to bother my friends.
Yeah, I don't want to bother people with
Yeah.
my problems.
Right.
But then we see so often that when we do that, like we're just surrounded right away by people who love us so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the people that I feel the closest to. It's because I needed them, and I
yeah.
told them, and we worked on things together. And we had like whether it's a project, like or you're moving, or you need something,
Yes.
and you ask for help, and it's like, oh yeah, that is who I feel really loved by, are the people that I was able to be there for them, and they were able to be there for me.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do it.
So easy in concept.
Yeah,
and
it's so easy to
conversation.
just sit here and talk about it.
Yes.
But it does. So the other verse that we wrote down, because really this movie is all about it, is Ecclesiastes 4:12. So though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
Wow.
If there's anything that's kind of a picture of what this movie helps us understand, it's that verse of like letting your lives be a little intertwined.
Yeah.
And needing each other and working together, like, is not quickly broken.
Yeah. No, it's so good. And I think this movie demonstrates that so well, even just in their different components as characters. Like, they all offer something a little bit different. Like,
Yeah.
they're not just, like, carbon copies of the same character
Yeah,
or
that's
powers.
true.
Like,
And they're all allowed to be themselves.
right, right. They're true versions of themselves. And I think when they are intertwined together, that's what makes them so strong. Yeah, and I think we're all bringing something to the table. In that
Yeah,
way.
we are. And we don't have to be like each other. We just can be ourselves, be
Yes.
loved as ourselves, and that's what we're meant to do.
Yes.
I love that so much. So here's the deal. Guardians of the Galaxy, you might look back on and just remember like laughing and like Baby Groot, but maybe go back and watch it
Yes.
and do a little at the movies at your house. Think about what are the things that I'm actually learning biblical truths during this movie, or what are my favorite scenes and why? Like, why do they mean something to me? It is a gift to ourselves to watch movies. And maybe you don't do it the first time. Maybe you go back and do it the second time, but you think about it critically of
Yes.
what am I learning from this? What are the themes and meanings that I can actually now understand better because I saw this movie? So thank you for being with us again as we talk about one more movie. Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely worth seeing. And we will see you guys again soon. Bye.
Bye.